Tokyo has an insane population of over 37 million people, making it easily the biggest metropolis in the world. Living in one of the most technologically advanced cities allows you to instantly get almost anything. From 24/7 convenience stores on every corner, well-stocked shelves, a train that never goes late, and we also have restaurants that cater from Asian to Western taste. And after a week of grinding, heck yeah, we have izakaya to spend our Friday night with our best pals, to cheers and have fun.
次は渋谷、渋谷、お出口は左側です。
It is also home to the world's busiest bus terminal, massive train station, and intersection that goes in all directions. Even though many people believe it to be the best way to live in this present time, well, living in a city has its benefits such as convenience, but also has its drawbacks, including exhaustion over time due to the noise pollution, crowded conditions, and stress from the job. Where sometimes for most of us, the only means of escaping reality is to look down at our smartphones, mindlessly swipe into the bottomless speed of social media, and watch random videos of people we don't even know. Subconsciously, it feels like a simulated existence in which you gotta maintain a strenuous lifestyle and do the same thing every single day. The stress of an unpleasant environment can easily cause us to feel anxious, sad, helpless, or worse, burnout. Being burnout means feeling empty, mentally exhausted, unmotivated, hopeless, and pessimism. Causes of burnout can be work-related, lifestyle, or something that's in our personality traits. Most people experiencing burnout often don't see any hope of positive change in their situation, and if excessive stress feels like you're drowning in responsibilities, burnout is a sense of being all dried up. Just last year, I experienced having to get out for school with only 3-4 hours of sleep, and as soon as the bell rings, I go to work right after with little to no rest. From Sunday to Saturday, I'm doing at least 2 part-time jobs with no day off, just to have the right amount of money to pay the overwhelming bills. And yeah, in pursuit to chase my dreams, I work as a freelance videographer while I was in music studio fulfilling the love I have for music. I initially reassured myself that I would get through this because it is my passion and I genuinely enjoy doing these things. And yes, for sure, not for too long. I wasn't able to keep up myself with those extremities. I was frustrated with myself that I even had trouble with the most basic things in life. I struggled to do things that I used to enjoy, and extreme procrastination like putting up simple tasks and taking longer to complete them. And most of the time, even if I had plenty of sleep, I still felt worn out and struggled to get out of bed. It was the opposite of myself compared to last year's being so productive and passionate. It wasn't until this year that I realized it really affected my mental and physical health, as a result of unhealthy lifestyle and for trying to keep those imbalances for a long time. So I tried to explore the internet and literally watched tons of videos talking about how to recover from burnout, in a desire to break the cycle of unhealthy habits that leads to burnout. Approximately 6 months ago, after doing lots of research about recovering from burnout, I created a routine that I called NANAKOROBIYAOKI. It is a Japanese proverb that means fall down 7 times, stand up 8 times. Which honestly, some days felt like I don't want to do anything, but as a commitment to change, I keep on striving to challenge myself to become the best version of myself. This routine is focused on something that will help break the cycle that causes mental exhaustion. So here are the things that I'll do for 5 days. Wake up as early as I can. Getting up early helps to create momentum to start a day, and I find 8 AM to be my sweet spot to get up. Take a cold shower. Cold showers can work as a gentle electroshock to our bodies. It stimulates our system to increase alertness, clarity, and energy levels. It also makes our body release endorphins, aka happiness hormones. It is released when our body feels pain or stress, which is responsible for our well-being and optimism. Meditate before getting into something. Reducing stress is one of meditation's most well-known advantages, including how effectively we focus, think, sleep, and complete everyday tasks. Set a time limit for working hours. Limiting the time helps me to avoid any potential of overworking. Commit to any type of exercise twice a week. It can be jogging, cycling, or workout. Spend more time socializing with family or close friends. As an introvert, it's pretty challenging for me to do this, but yeah. Go to bed before 11 PM. Getting sufficient sleep can also reduce the risk of having anxiety, depression, and other mental health related to burnout. Next, along with it, I'd specify a few rules that should help avoid any potential distractions that might lead to mental exhaustion. 1. No phone in the first 1 hour of my day. 2. Identify the trigger that causes overthinking and take a minute to reset. And lastly, I'm not allowed to bring my phone beside my bed before I go to sleep. Actually, I just overwork again today. I don't know. Is it day or night? Yeah, I think it's early in the morning now. Actually, it's 3:25 now. Super late. But yeah, as a commitment to change, I gotta discipline myself managing my time as well. So I think I'm ready. Let's go. Day 1. First thing in the morning, I usually go grab my phone to check for emails, messages, or notifications on whatever social media it is. But I guess it's not the best way to start a good day, right? So yeah, I will go hit the shower first and let's see if I can do it. Yeah. Hit the shower first. I usually take showers around the evening, so the moment I stepped into my bathroom, I felt quite reluctant to take a shower and stare at the mirror for at least 2-3 minutes until I finally gained the boldness to immerse myself in ice cold water.
A few moments later.
Yeah, it was freaking cold. The cold shower jump-started my mind from deep sleep state into startup mode, and somewhat, I kind of felt the motivation to do the things I had to get done by the day. Normally, from the moment I wake up, I'll go straight to my desk and start working on something, neglecting the energy required in order for my body and brain to function efficiently, which sometimes it makes me fog-headed and easily get irritated. So this is where I also eat and do my work. This is one of the problems you get when you choose to live in cities like Tokyo. You get really tiny apartments. I realized that waking up early helps me to create momentum to start the day, and it actually gives me more time to prepare myself before grinding into something. Yeah, before we get into something, let's do a bit of quiet time and meditation first. Yosh. Instead of my default habit of grabbing my phone to check for notifications and emails, I try to make time for myself to focus my attention and eliminate the stream of negative thoughts that causes me to overthink. Normally, I would do my quiet time or meditation by walking outside or going to nearby parks. But since it's been raining a lot lately, I decided to just stay in my apartment. Your ability to focus will largely dictate how much you can get done in a day. Before diving into my work, I put my phone into Do Not Disturb mode to avoid getting distracted from notifications. Decide on a specific period you're going to work and not use your phone. I would suggest turning on airplane mode so you don't have any temptations to keep on checking your phone. Personally, I find Do Not Disturb mode works the best for me. So yeah, let's get into work. Come on! I often don't realize how much distraction my phone can cause me, and I find it to be one of my excuses to procrastinate. Today, I'll be working on the intro part of this video, so I'll do my best. The sound of the rain splashing through your window, it just makes you feel so relaxed and kinda cozy. So yeah, let's get back into work. It's already 5 PM. I just finished 20-30% of the entire video, I guess. Yeah, look at my timeline. It's pretty insane. It's insane. It's just the intro. Actually, it's still raining outside, but yeah, let's go for a run. I need some boost. I find running to be one of the fun and effective ways to unleash all the suppressed energy I have. It doesn't only keep my physical body in shape, but it also keeps the balance of my mental health. Sitting in front of my computer from 9 to 12 and 1 to 5 PM makes my body kind of feel sluggish and kind of numb. As soon as I came back from 1 hour run, I soaked myself in warm water and took the chance to finish the book I'm reading. A couple of months ago, I began reading books more intentionally instead of giving myself an idling time to overthink nonsense. It has impacted how I manage my feelings of worry and anxiety. Alrighty, it's almost 7:30 now, and I actually call this creative night. This is where I learn new stuff or just experiment with something that will help me to expand or challenge my creativity and skills. Let's go! Making a dedicated time to stretch myself really helps me to beat procrastination. I use this time to think and create ideas for future projects, and as well as to learn new skills in areas like video editing, color grading, and music production. It's already 11 PM. Usually, I would find myself extending my time trying to work on something like editing a photo or video until 1 or 2 in the morning. I found out it temporarily enables me to do a lot more than usual, but in reality, it makes me more unproductive, especially the next day. Yeah, it's just break even. This is one thing that's really awesome in Tokyo. I mean, despite of being so urbanized, you get lots of parks like this. changing environment makes a lot of difference. The moment I got home from the park, it feels like my whole apartment is cluttered, and yeah, junks are pretty much everywhere. Let's be honest, we all procrastinate on something that's really simple as throwing off the garbage or washing dishes. Starting new habits only takes less than 2 minutes to do. Most of the tasks we procrastinate on aren't difficult to complete. If you think of something you have to do it right away. I haven't cleaned my apartment for 4 days now, I guess. I'm not gonna notice it if I didn't go outside today. It is actually very similar to our junks in our life. We become so comfortable and so familiar with it that our brain starts to adapt until we stop recognizing those negative thoughts and bad habits. So yeah, we gotta declutter our brain sometimes as well. Alrighty, let's get into work. Cleaning and decluttering your space encourages a positive and good outlook, which gives you more energy to focus and concentrate. Just felt like I decluttered my mind as well, and yeah, I guess clean environment really matters. Well, it's already 5 p.m. Let's go for a ride. Let's go! I do cycling as one of my ways to give a diversion to my weekly routine and to keep myself motivated to move my body. I decided to go for my usual 10-mile ride and plan to spend the night at the place that used to be my favorite spot. Okay, we just made our first stopover. So, just arrived to the spot. This used to be my daily route when I used to live in Tokyo, but now I live in Shinjuku, so it's pretty far from my place right now. 15 kilometers, and it takes like 30 minutes, 40 minutes for me to get here. Getting out of the cycle is incredibly challenging. Honestly, I failed myself countless times that I would go to the extent of not getting up from my bed not until late afternoon. As I go through the process of recovery, I also learned that we gotta forgive ourselves as well. Forgiveness allows us to move past our maladaptive behaviors and just focus on the upcoming days that might have the hope and positivity to transform our mindset. Comparing myself to the past 3 months, I noticed an improvement in my behavior, like performing more duties than I used to, being sufficiently motivated throughout the day, and yeah, I was able to work with this video. And also, I want to commend artists for giving the all impact to all creators like me who are just starting. Honestly, I was incredibly challenged on keeping the release date of this video on schedule, but with the art list, the all impact giveaway, I was able to shorten my time on video editing, and it helped me to avoid from overworking. And yeah, do you know that 80% of my music and sound effects are from Artlist? They provide a very high quality and wide range of music, from upbeat to dramatic. That allows me to freely express my creativity and emotions. Disclaimer, I'm in no way in any form of sponsorship or connection with Artlist, but thank you Artlist for your generosity. Really appreciate it. The moment I turn on my laptop, I can't help myself not to search for videos about nature, and I suddenly felt the urge to go for a break from my work. Which, a few weeks ago, before planning to make this video, I was thinking of it relentlessly about going on a trip somewhere. I realized I've never been out for a nature trip for quite a long time now, and I'm just here sitting in my room for most of my time, talking to nobody. Yeah, except this guy. Right, Waninoko. And I thought of meeting my friends as well that I haven't seen for a really long time. I think this is one of the disadvantages of being a freelancer. You can do your job wherever you want to, and there's this default preference in our mind to do it in a place that are very comfortable for us. Yeah. Honestly, I felt like I prioritized my work too much, forgetting more important things in life such as hanging out with friends, getting out of the city, and just having time for myself to rest. Without thinking twice, I immediately finished the job that I've been working on and decided to travel up north of Tokyo to the countryside called Tochigi, the place where I used to live. So for the next 2 days, I decided to meet my friends, go for a mountain hike, and do nothing about work. Today, I'm gonna spend the whole day with my friends, whom I haven't met for a while. I guess, yeah, do a bit of barbecue party and have some drinks. Alrighty, let's get ready. A friend of mine came early to pick me up to go together to the host family's residence, the place we're gonna be doing the barbecue party. As soon as we arrived, I decided not to think of filming myself too much, just to let myself have the best time catching up with my friends and just enjoy the day. Since we haven't seen each other for a while, we quickly jumped into thoughtful conversations and did a bit of catching up on what's going on in our lives recently, having the best quality time of our lives. time goes by, I spent the rest of the afternoon playing with the kids. And I realized that kids don't care so much about their past or future. Instead, they actually only think of having fun and the current moments happening. Which taught me the value of cherishing every minute and living in the present is the best way to enjoy every moment of our lives. It's pretty nice here, isn't it? You got lots of cool birds and zemi. I have no regrets spending my weekend here, and I felt like this is something that I deprived myself for prioritizing my work too much, and also I felt like I'm hustling everything because I'm the type of the person who wants to see everything in an instant, who wants to see the result quickly, which sometimes causes to push myself to the boundaries, to the limits, until my body can handle all the stress and pressures. I think this is really something that I should really do once a month or not once a week. Alrighty, let's get ready for the hike. Let's go. Being in Tokyo for a month, I was instantly struck by how the air smells differently and the streets are pretty much empty of people. After cycling under the scorching heat for almost half an hour, I finally arrived at the mountain trail. I know there are lots of better mountains out there like Mount Fuji, but this one is kind of special to me. Two years ago, I made the biggest decision in my life. I only had two choices, but it was the hardest. From extreme disappointment to constant rejections, I experienced what life could throw at me. I find myself in constant comparison with other people who are doing better in life. And I always felt like I'm living my life in someone else's shadow. When I was having a hard time and kind of depressed and don't know what to do with my life, I used to go here alone and just vent out my emotions. Beautiful scene. As I'm pushing myself trying to get to the summit before sunset, I somehow felt difficult to breathe. And yes, my asthma was triggered. I'm still halfway to the summit and only have 20 minutes left to catch the sunset. So I try to keep on going, having one thought in my mind. Then, I somehow managed to reach the mountaintop and during the hardships I had while trekking to the summit. That one thought in my mind, whatever life throws at me, I'm not gonna back down. Alrighty, we just made it to the peak just in time before the sunset. Yeah! Actually, you can see the peaks of the buildings in Tokyo from here, and when it's winter, when the skies are clear, you can see Mount Fuji off in the distance. But right now it's kind of hazy and cloudy, so unfortunately we cannot see anything from here. As I watch the beautiful sun setting off in the distance, I realize that I'm the kind of person who has lots of what ifs and always thinks of what's gonna happen in the future. But through this journey, I learned to leave my past, believe in my future, and live my life in the present moment. Maybe some of you watching this video, you've been so broken, beaten, or burnout, and felt like you just want to surrender. You know what? I mean, what are the odds of you finding out about this video? Just want to let you know, you're meant to survive, you're meant to overcome this world. And there's a good news. Every day is an opportunity for us to become the best version of ourselves. So take the courage, just try and go out somewhere where you can just be yourself.
Too many days in the darkness, without a glimpse of the light. Running tired and broken and scared, but I swear I'll never give up the fight.
I hope that you enjoyed the video and someone encouraged and inspired to challenge yourself. Also, your likes and subscription are pretty much appreciated. And yes, it will help this video to get to the YouTube algorithm. I may not be the best storyteller out here yet, but I'm challenging myself every day to create videos that will resonate to your soul. Alrighty, I'll see you in my next video then. Peace!